Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you back to RFW, where we have Drew McIntyre, the new World Heavyweight Champion, coming out to give his victory speech to the crowd after defeating MJF and longtime rival CM Punk in an amazing triple threat match. We can only imagine he's here to shit talk one person. He doesn't want MJF anymore. He wants CM Punk, and he wants him in the ring. And here is Punk. MJF, though, has to be a little bit angry. Lost the match and wasn't even in the ring. And Punk, the crowd loved it, announcing a rematch tonight in his claws. And it will be a special guest referee match with MJF, as said by Drew McIntyre. Our main event will be CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in a championship match with MJF as the special guest referee. This could go anywhere. We might not even get to the match. The two men in the ring have a massive blood feud. Punk ready to get his get back. And a lovely little lariat off the top rope. We have a great show planned for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The first matchup is a 3-on-3 match. Aussie Aggression, the winners of the War Games match, versus the Undisputed Era, who didn't get a chance to shine in the tournament, but now they will be able to show off how good the team is. And Drew McIntyre showing why he is the champion, and a beautiful German. And what a beautiful Scotsman. And a lovely little elbow. It looks like Punk might be out of it. There might have been a reason why Drew McIntyre won, and CM Punk might be finding that out tonight. McIntyre ducks under, went for the Claymore, but CM Punk says no. And sends McIntyre to the ground. When you've had as many matches as these two men, it is easy to predict what they are going to do. And now Punk maybe going to the top rope for a little Second City Saint. No, the knee drop. Just as damaging. And someone has to stop this. Referees, officials are coming out. Hopefully Drew McIntyre doesn't take any more damage before the main event. But it looks like CM Punk's not done. And an Anaconda Vice! Anaconda Vice! And we had to cut away while they get escorted out. Please stay tuned for the next match. And we have our triple threat match. The ring has been cleared.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring at a combined weight of 764 pounds. Bronson Reed, Grayson Waller, and Kyle Fletcher, the Authority.
And I am proud to announce, ladies and gentlemen, at December to Dismember, it'll be the Aussie Authority versus the Bullet Club in a steel cage match. December to Dismember is going to be a bloody, brutal night. Every match will have a stipulation. Anything can happen. And let's see if they can get a win on their way against the Undisputed Era. The first time they have been in a trios match. Roderick Strong had a singles match along with Adam Cole at Survivor Series against Ilya Dragunov. He was unsuccessful.
607 pounds, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Rowdy Kong, Absolution.
Now these guys tore it up in NXT. Tore it up in AEW before Adam Cole, sadly, had to go away with a neck injury. But it's great to see these three men back in the ring. Could we see the fourth member soon? Who even is the fucking fourth member? It's like asking who the 5th member of the Beatles is. It's like, no one fucking knows, and that's why. Is it Bobby Fischer? It's not Bobby Fischer, is it? I don't even know if Bobby Fischer is a fucking wrestler. Bobby Fish. Who the fuck is Bobby Fischer? Bobby Fischer has to be someone, right? Bobby Fischer is... Oh! He's a chess grandmaster. That's why I know him. I probably watched one of his chess matches. Shout out Bobby Fischer. Shout out Hikaru as well. And straight away we can see the Undisputed Era, Roderick Strong. Look at that raw strength. Picking up Bronson Reed and Kyle Fletcher. Making a show. With a suplex. And then top rope moonsault. Just an amazing athlete. And an amazing competitor. But Kyle O'Reilly has been doing this for a little longer than Kyle Fletcher has. Kyle Fletcher will have to pull something out of his bag, his deep bag of tricks. And Kyle Fletcher was able just to get out of it, but Grayson Waller comes in with the super kick, followed up by the clothesline by Kyle Fletcher. Adam Cole! Onto the body of Kyle Fletcher, but Bronson Reed is able to break it up. Bronson Reed set out of the ring. 2v3 in the middle of the ring. Undisputed Era have the advantage. But it looks like it might not matter. A beautiful suplex by Kyle Fletcher. Adam Cole not happy with that, with the forearm to the back. Now Kyle O'Reilly. Roderick Strong putting in work on Grayson Waller. Now Bronson Reed showing why he is the Auszilla. Introducing the first weapon into the match. Helping his brother Grayson Waller out. Now it's Grayson Waller and Kyle Fletcher one-on-one in the ring. Bronson Reed and Roderick Strong to the left of your screen, and Kyle Fletcher and Adam Cole to the right. Kyle Fletcher and Adam Cole would have had a great match at All In if it wasn't for the injury to Adam Cole's neck, which, to be honest, probably was caused by Kyle Fletcher. I remember a serious pile driver on the edge of the apron. That looked deadly. And now Kyle O'Reilly is able to incapacitate but Bronson Reed. Tsunami off the top rope onto Roderick Strong, and now just whips him around. I've never seen a man throw around Roderick Strong like Bronson Reed is right now. And Adam Cole. Grayson Waller goes for the pin. Kyle O'Reilly. Beautiful knee to Kyle Fletcher's skull. Adam Cole tries to make work on Bronson Reed. Look at the strength of these men in the ring. Grayson Waller able to put in a bit of work. Roderick Strong though looking in trouble from Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller tried to whip him against the ropes. Roderick was able to counter, and now Roderick Strong backdrop onto the apron. Kyle Fletcher slowly getting up on the right side. Bronson Reed tried to put Adam Cole in an arm twist, and Adam Cole returns it with a chop. And look at Adam Cole. Pure strength after just having a match at Survivor Series. A championship match, mind you. And now look at Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher, the leader of Aussie aggression and clearly the best wrestler. When you need a one-on-one situation, you call Kyle Fletcher. Now Grayson Waller, interesting little pinning move maybe on Kyle O'Reilly to get a couple shots in. Now Adam Cole and Kyle Fletcher again going at it in the middle of the ring. Kyle Fletcher with a little reverse, a Russian leg sweep, it looked like a little. Now Kyle Fletcher on Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle versus Kyle. Kyle versus Kyle 3. And it looked like it might not end for long because Kyle Fletcher getting him up for the Brain Buster on the top of the turnbuckle. Kyle Fletcher going for the pin. Adam Cole is able to break it up. That could have been it if it wasn't for Adam Cole, baby. But now Bronson Reed, white noise, follows it up. Now Kyle Fletcher getting his licks in. Bronson Reed's gone to the top rope again. Kyle O'Reilly out on the left of the ring. An elbow. Bronson Reed looking for more weaponry. Wants to end this quick. Kyle Fletcher flipping powerbomb. Goes for the pin, but Adam Cole is able to break it up before the referee can even get a count in. Grayson Waller with the DDT on Kyle O'Reilly. Fletcher goes for the pin. Aussie Aggression is blocking everyone, and Aussie Aggression get the win before their match at Survivor Series against the Bullet Club.
Bronson Reed, Grayson Waller, and Kyle Fletcher.
December to Dismember, Bullet Club, Aussie Aggression, Steel Cage, Trios titles. It is sure to be amazing. Please stay tuned for the next match. A one-on-one. 2 female wrestlers. It's going to be amazing. Stay tuned. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Raquel Rodriguez, who made her debut at Survivor Series, where she came out to help the current Divas champion, Liv Morgan. We can only assume they're teamed, and we can make a pretty good guess at who Raquel will be versing.
Making her way to the ring from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Rodriguez.
And you talk about raw strength that we have in this company in our women's division. It's Rhea Ripley, and it's this lady. This lady and Rhea Ripley have had many fights, many mano a manos, all women are women. Women are women. What's Spanish for women? Whatever it is, I'm sure she would be able to tell me. And I'm sure that is exactly what this is. We can only assume the competitor will be the CEO herself, Ultimo Monet.
And her opponent from Boston, Massachusetts.
And she is angry. She thinks she deserved that title. She is furious that Raquel had anything to do with it. And you got to think, if Mercedes is able to win this, could there be a rematch on the horizon against Liv Morgan for the Divas titles? You'd have to think that. It'd be rude not to think that. 2 beautiful women in one beautiful ring. Who will come out? Beautiful lariat to start it off by Monet. Drop kick. And Raquel gets up quickly and tried to go for the clothesline. Mercedes was able to dodge out of it. Mercedes able to shove Raquel, showing the power that she has. And Raquel can't seem to get any of her power in. Mercedes is just pushing her back into the turnbuckle. And now the arm lock. Look at the wrenching of that. And now Raquel gets her back. Kick off by Monet. Monet showing her dominance, but Raquel has the raw power. Mercedes is quick enough that she might be able to dodge all the attacks, but that'll tire her out. And at some point, Raquel will be able to hit her with a big move and a DDT in the corner to Raquel. And Mercedes Moné also wanting some weaponry. And a kendo. Goes for the pin. Raquel might be able to reach the rope. Kicks out at 1. And Raquel hasn't spent more than 3 seconds on the ground. Once she gets knocked down, she gets back up. And I mean, look at that lariat. Beautiful clothesline by Raquel. And Mercedes tried to go for the DDT. Raquel smart enough to be able to avoid it. And look at the power. Just chucking Mercedes. And the elbow for her troubles. Raquel going to the top rope. This would have to hurt. What a splash. And it's Bayley. The debut of Mercedes' best friend. Bayley comes in to break up the pin. And the arena is shocked. A Bayley to belly. Bayley ready to show Raquel and Liv they're not the only best friend duo in RFW. Bayley trying to get Mercedes up to help finish the match. Bayley laid in a kendo shot. Rolls outside. Attacks Raquel. Mercedes has a fighting chance. A backbreaker. Into the bank statement. Could this be the end of the match? Could Raquel tap? A 2v1. Very similar to what we saw at Survivor Series, with Raquel coming out to help. And Mercedes is able to slip out under it, but Raquel keeps her locked in. Sends Mercedes to the outside. And Mercedes hits the canvas. Raquel grabs the kendo. Wants her revenge, and a hit to the back of Monet. And it's broke on her stomach. And now Raquel laying it in. The ref is at 4. Raquel, top rope. This could be dangerous. Mercedes is able to get out of it. But the neck breaker means that Mercedes has time to grab a baseball bat and across the face of Raquel Rodriguez. It's now thrown at Raquel as Mercedes sends her to the other side of the arena. The referee's at 6. This might be a count out. We're at 7, 6-7. Mercedes finally deciding to drag Raquel back into the ring. Does not want the count out. Wants a clean victory. Goes for the pin. Could this be it? Raquel could grab the rope here. And she won't. Mercedes Moné with the help from Bayley.
Here is your winner, CEO Mercedes.
Now stay tuned. Toni Storm with a promo up next. See you there. And we are back. Toni Storm after a beautiful little match at Survivor Series against Io Sky. Io Sky was unable to get the win. Toni Storm just showing her dominance. She thinks after the open challenge there's no one here that can defeat her clean. And she challenges anyone in the crowd or backstage to come out. And it looks like someone's accepted the challenge. Mariah May is in RFW. These women went to hell in a Hollywood ending match, but it looks like there might be a reboot on the horizon. And maybe a different ending. And Mariah May wants a matchup at December to Dismember. Will she get it? Toni Storm wants it, but she also wants a match now. We are gonna get a trilogy by the time December to Dismember is done. Let's see who wins the second matchup. And a beautiful clothesline out the gate. Still clearly some bad blood. And an incredible, incredible fucking coffin dive from across the ring. And Toni Storm is just absolutely annihilating Mariah May. These two girls once loved each other, were the best of friends, until Mariah turned her back. The only person that was in AEW for a long time that was fought to beat Toni Storm Can she do it here in RFW? The struggle from Toni Storm. Goes for a schoolboy almost. No good. Another coffin drop. She loves using the coffin drop, using all of her weight into a drop. And that is a lot. She is a whole lot of woman. And a stomp from Toni Storm is able to get up there. And now Toni Storm is just going to work on Mariah May. Doesn't even seem like she has a chance. Not another coffin drop. Not a coffin drop, but a leg drop. The ref is at 2. And Mariah May doesn't even feel like she's gotten a hit in. Toni Storm, top rope again. This could be a quick match. Clothesline from the top rope. Mariah May not done. Went for a clothesline. Make it 2. And give her the 3-piece combo from KFC. The chicken, the gravy, the chips. With a side. What a beautiful knee. Takes her to the top left turnbuckle. Now it's Mariah May going to the top rope. Looking for a little Pepsi plunge maybe. A little pedigree off the top rope. Beautiful Pepsi plunge. Could that be it? Could Mariah May get a win? And Toni Storm isn't done that quickly. The fans want them to keep going on forever. And they're lucky they will get to see, whatever the outcome of this match is, they will get to see the rematch at December to Dismember. And I'm getting word from the GM. It'll be a last woman standing match. This is going to be something that is talked about for years to come. A possible match of the year contender. And the elbow drop across the fucking ring. Oh my god, Toni. Toni is not this good in real life. I love Toni. She's not that goated in real life. She's not that peak. Goes for the pin in the corner. Mariah May could grab the rope if she has enough energy. But she kicks out. And Mariah May sends Toni to the ground. Now Mariah May teasing Toni. Face first into the turnbuckle. A chop. Toni Storm not happy with that. That could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Until December to Dismember. And that is it. Mariah May lost again. But it is no skin off of her back as she gets her match at December to Dismember in a last women's standing match. Make sure to stay tuned to the YouTube channel for when December to Dismember comes out. And Toni looking very proud, ready for the matchup that is to come at December to Dismember. Stay tuned for a big, meaty triple threat match coming at you very, very soon. And right now, a big, meaty triple threat with Gunther making his RFW debut, I believe.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
And you can just tell from the expression on his face, he is ready to bring some pain. He hasn't been out of WWE in a long time. Was in WWE, did great in WWE, retired John Cena, retired Goldberg, won 2 World Heavyweight Championships, an Intercontinental, and that isn't even counting all the historic things he did in and for NXT UK. And now he is here to make history. And who will the second of 3 opponents be? Randy Keith Orton. The 3 deadliest letters in pro wrestling is at RFW.
And his opponents, first from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. And we're talking about big meaty men slapping meat. Randy has definitely bulked up since he got injured. He is a machine. He is massive, and at his age, you've got to be impressed. There's one more competitor to come out. Randy and Gunther have had their own battles before. King of the Ring. Randy ended up losing in a controversial matter. And he aura farms. Hits the post. Look at that fucking left bicep. Holy shit. Size of his fucking head. And now, if we're having a big meaty man off, there's only one more man you want. Big E. Don't you dare be sour. Haven't heard him say that in a long time, and it's got to bring a smile to your face when you hear that. Coming out with his friends, the New Day.
And representing the New Day from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 285 pounds, Big E!
New Day rocks. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Now, I'm pretty sure we found out this last week or a couple of weeks ago. I think the trombone is called Francesca or Vanessa. I think it's Francesca. And Big E is excited to get his big meat out. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Blue trombone. Reference to the blue French horn from How I Met Your Mother, maybe. Maybe he's trying to find his Tracy. Tracy. The famous inventor. What a show. Shout out if you know Tracy McBean. And look at these 3 beefy men. Quite honestly, I'm surprised the ring hasn't fallen apart already. On some Big Show Mark Henry type shit. And Gunther going for the chop against Randy. Big E. Little bulldog action. And lays in the knee to Randy. Gunther grabs Big E. Look at the strength of Gunther early in this match. You might think he used all his strength a little too early. But now Randy tried to pick Gunther up, but Gunther gives him a DDT instead. And then Big E with the clothesline. And whatever these men do in this ring is just going to be an impressive feat, to say the least. Big E whipped out of the ring. Randy tries to do the same to Gunther. Gunther says no, 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 no. Randy tries to lay into Gunther. Randy and Gunther are now going at it. Little Walls of Jericho action. Potentially. A little backwards one, maybe. And then the uppercut to Big E. Randy showing his dominance so far. The oldest tenured wrestler out of any other men in the ring. I'd actually be interested. I reckon it'd be close if you put Gunther and Big E's time in the ring together. How many years they've been wrestling? It might equal Randy. And on Gunther, kendo on top of the neck of Big E. Something you don't want to see after a wrestler coming back from an injury like that. And Big E sending Gunther into the stairs. Randy tries to do the same thing. Big E's able to deter it a little, but sends Randy straight into the New Day. New Day don't do anything though. But an insane fucking clothesline by Gunther. Pretty sure killing Big E. Big E has not moved. Big E may have broken his neck again. And look at the chops from Gunther. Randy picking Gunther up for a Samoan drop. And Big E is not happy with Gunther. Sends Gunther into the railing. But he doesn't know Randy behind has a kendo. And Big E is down again. And it looks like more damage is being done to Big E. You have to feel bad for him at this point. Randy tried to go for a crossbody. Missed it entirely. And now Big E is able to get a little bit of damage in. And Randy gets rolled in and Gunther just continuing his assault on Big E. Now Gunther heading back into the ring to face Randy. King of the Ring matchup. Reverse Russian leg sweep. Went for a clothesline. And now Gunther is looking weary. This time Big E with the kendo and another clothesline. Clotheslines galore. Call this place a laundry. And now Gunther able to get off the shoulders of Big E. Big E is able to roll out of the way. But Randy able to grab Gunther at the last second. Send him into the rope. Beautiful little elbow. Drop kick by Randy like he has not aged. And now it is Randy and Gunther in the ring. Randy tried to go for the drop kick again. Gunther knows all too well about that drop kick. And now it's a big meet off, a big fight. Big E with a DDT. And Randy tried to grab Big E. Is successful. Tried to bring him to the turnbuckle, but no good. Gunther though grabs Big E, whips him against the ropes. Could be looking for a powerbomb, but went for the German. No good. Big E goes for the pin on Gunther. Randy distracted by the rest of the New Day. Big E going for the pin. No good. Randy Orton maybe outside. Looks like he might be looking for a little RKO. Stole Francesca from Xavier Woods. Not something that you want to see. Randy picks up the kendo though. Big E finally puts Gunther down and now he's getting attacked by Randy Orton. Big E can't seem to catch a break. That's what happens when you are the happiest man in wrestling, and a kick sends Big E out and Randy is able to knock Gunther down. Randy is looking very in control. Could we be seeing an RKO soon? Another knee to the head. Randy picks up Big E for a suplex. And a beautiful suplex by Randy. If he wasn't the champion, Drew McIntyre would be great in this match. It looked like Randy might have been looking for an RKO. And Gunther just ruined it. Now Gunther going for the pin. Randy able to get out of it. Gunther doesn't give up that easily. And the Kendos are in full effect tonight. An RKO to Big E. And Gunther had to go outside the ring. But the count is happening. Gunther's not going to be able to stop it. And very similar to what happened with Drew McIntyre at Survivor Series. Randy gets the win, but didn't really incapacitate Gunther. We may see a rematch coming soon, but for now, Randy can say he is the champion. And he is proud of the ring. He is proud to be an RFW. And what a debut for Randy. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you very, very shortly after these ad breaks. Stay tuned. And now Roman Reigns coming out to cut a promo about the Bloodline. He's not happy with how Jay, Jimmy and Solo have been doing with the trios titles so far. 2 lost matches, no wins. He cannot be happy. He's disappointed at how they've been doing so far. He thought they would be amazing. He said he has found another Bloodline member. Him and Solo will have a tag team match tonight to show the Usos how it is done. And Roman, absolutely killing the Usos right now, is furious. Leaves the ring before the tag match between Solo and the mystery new member of the Bloodline happens. Stay tuned to find out who the member is. Who could this member be teaming with Solo? Jacob Fatu is now in RFW. This man means business. We can understand why Roman has brought him in for this. When you need someone to bring the violence, to bring the pain, there is only one man for the job, and that is Jacob Fatu. He sure loves Solo.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Making his RFW debut in a tag match with Solo. You have to think and you have to ask the question. If Solo and Jacob get the win here against the tag team, does that mean the Usos' run as a tag team within the Bloodline comes to an end? Could they be kicked out again? Could they have to face each other? Could the champs be Jacob and Solo instead? And now Jay and Jimmy have to figure out something to do that isn't the tag titles. We would sure hate to not see Jay and Jimmy be a tag team and Jay Uso have to be a solo competitor again. Because fuck me, that is dreadful. And here comes his tag team partner for the night. Solo Sikoa the last couple weeks has been teaming with Jimmy and Jay. We haven't been seen in a while. Trying to win the trios matches. They lost at Survivor Series and then they lost the first match they had. They have just not had any luck so far.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa.
And now it looks like Roman is hoping to bring the Bloodline back to their winning ways. with this tag team matchup. Super off topic. I got a sunburn this week. Holy fucking shit, my face is on fire. Like, I got burn on my arms and my legs as well. My arms and legs, I've barely even noticed. It is my fucking face that is just on fire constantly. I'm not sure when this video is going out or if anyone's going to see it. If anyone knows any tips, please. I feel like I'm trying everything. I'm putting moisturizer on. I have an aloe vera spray. I'm drinking water. I'm having cold showers. Anything that can help me would be amazing. And when you're in the ring with these two, the other team will also be asking for any help they can get. The question is, who is the tag team that Roman has found to face Jacob and Solo? Maybe the two dangerous men in all the bloodline. Fraxium has decided to take the challenge.
And at a combined weight of 336 pounds, Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Fraxium!
Now this could be interesting. On one side, you have the speed in Fraxium, but on the other side, you have the raw, brute strength of Jacob and Solo. And Axiom were very happy to be wrestling again. Crowd is loving it. I'm sure Axiom are as well. They are ready. This could go one or two ways. This could be a 2-minute squash match, or this could be a Mania level main event with the back and forths that could happen in this match. It is really anyone's game. Jacob tried to go for the super kick. Frazier was able to roll out, but it doesn't fucking matter. When Jacob Fatu is on the other side, you better pray to every god you know. And now, this is where the tag team work might be able to come in. Something that Solo and Jimmy might not have yet. Look at the flurry from the two men. Jacob is able to kick him off. Look how unfazed Jacob is by all of those attacks. Solo went in with the punch when Axiom went in the corner. A beautiful move by Solo. Dirty, but it gets the job done, which is what Roman wants. And another pop-up Samoa drop. Tried that super kick. About the third time he's tried that now, and it hasn't worked, and it finally pays off. Jacob is on the apron. Top rope and a lovely little clothesline. Solo ready for his turn to put some damage in. Goes for the pin. Axiom in the corner though, but does not grab a rope. Just kicks it up. And going for the shoulder of Axiom. Not what I would be going for. Someone like Axiom. Fast. High flyer. You really want to go for those legs. And Solo completely fucking misses. Allows Axiom to go for the schoolboy roll up. But no good. Axiom laying in the elbows. There's some great videos coming out on my channel in the next week or two. We have what I watched in November, reviewing all the movies I watched in November. And Fraxium. Oh my god. Nathan Frazier tried to go for what looked like maybe a corkscrew and was unsuccessful. But yeah, we've got some great videos coming up. What I watched in November. Currently doing what I watched in December. We're only, a week in though. We've got a vlog that hopefully I end up finishing soon, but knowing me, who the fuck knows. Jacob goes for the pin, and Axiom is able to break it up. One match I wish you were able to do in this was Iron Survivor. I really wish you were able to do an Iron Survivor. I don't know how they would do it like game-wise, but I mean, just what a great stipulation match. Deadline was on today. That's why I'm bringing it up. I'm literally watching it on my second monitor right now while this is happening. Javon Evans, absolute boss. Currently 1 Evans, 1 Hendry, 1 Lennox with Slater and Bourne still on 0. Crazy coast to coast by Javon Evans. I'm currently commentating the wrong fucking match. Jacob Fatu just laying it in. There's not much I can say about this match other than Jacob Fatu is destroying everyone in the ring. He goes for the pin. Axiom can't come in. Frazier is able to kick out in enough time. Oh, Slater just got his first pin. Anyway, Jacob looks ready. DDT in front of Axiom. Nothing Axiom can do. And Frazier is able to just kick out. But Jacob very much teasing Axiom. I would be scared if Frazier is able to get a tag. And Axiom comes in. The crowd is sure loving this matchup. Jacob. Looked like a little spear. I know it wasn't a spear, but it definitely looked like a spear. Everyone else in the family fucking does one. Why shouldn't he? And Nathan Frazier. Top rope! Beautiful splash. Beautiful moonsault. And now Frazier whips Jacob into the corner. You got to think he calls an Axiom, and he does. Axiom will not be a very happy camper. And look at this tag team work by Fraxium. Something that Jacob and Solo just don't have yet. This is their first match. They won't be synced in like Axiom and Nathan Frazier are. One of the longest running NXT tag teams of all time. And you can see it. Jacob is able to dodge the drop kick. Goes for a super kick. And doesn't want any of it. Gives it to Solo. Now Axiom laying in the elbows. While we're talking about the Iron Man, the Iron Survivor match, can I tell you one of my gripes with it? I'm going to tell you one of my gripes with it. They do this in every match. It's all tied 1-1, and then with like 20 seconds left, someone gets a pin, and that's how every match ends. Let's do something different. Like, I'm trying to remember who it was. Was it Trick? Someone came in when they were on literally nothing and just got like 4 fucking pins in like 5 minutes. It was fucking crazy. I think it might have been Trick. It was either Trick or Ilya. No, it was definitely Trick. Which I actually think that match did have Axiom in it. And another Samoan drop by Solo Sikoa. Solo might have even been in that match, honestly. And Axiom with a Solo. Axiom sends Solo into the corner. Something that Jacob and Solo haven't been doing is trying to work together as a cohesive team. And look at the double shoulder bumps. That is going to hurt a lot more than one man. But with a Samoan, that is honestly up for debate. And Nathan Frazier, beautiful drop kick onto Solo Sikoa. And a lovely, that was a little Stormbreaker-esque by Nathan Frazier there. Nathan Frazier going to the top rope. Lovely little frog splash. Could he get the pin? Solo was able to kick out. Jacob did not look like he wanted to go in the ring and save Solo, which is very interesting. And now Axiom is back in the ring. Took a little bit of a break, but it's back now. Tried to go for the splash. Solo, we'll say, was able to duck under it. Solo! Neck breaker. Tried to go for the... No good. Poison Rana. Or Hurricane Rana. We've had this debate before. Which one's a Hurricane Rana and which one's a Poison Rana? He went for a Rana. Let's just say that. And Solo has Axiom lined up in the corner with the splash. And now Jacob ready to finish the job. And an elbow to the back of Axiom. Takes Axiom into Solo's corner. Now we might be seeing some tag team cohesion. And you have to think the pain Axiom's whole torso would be in. The back, the sides, the front, all of which are getting attacked right now. Solo went to pick up Axiom. Axiom no good. Gets him behind the leg. Axiom with a beautiful drop kick. Limps over to the corner to tag Frazier in. Now Frazier would be more than ready. Look at how quick Nathan Frazier can move. I don't even have any words for it. It is a special type of movement that you only see in some men. Sling blade, Finn Balor-esque. Going to the second rope. Coup de grace. Phoenix splash. That's that Seth Rollins coming out of him. Trained by Seth Rollins in his youth. The referee down. Referee can't see anything. Referee slowly getting back up. Definitely injured though. Axiom tried to get Axiom in, but no good. And a Solo spike. And Axiom is just able to break it. Axiom can't get back in the ring though, unless Frazier gets the tag. And now Solo going for the fingers. Followed up by a leg drop. And now Jacob looking like he's getting a run up. Beautiful leg. Followed up by a Solo splash. Now Jacob going to the top rope. Frazier might be able to get the tag in enough time though. Jacob is getting ready and Axiom was just able to get in. And a beautiful German by Axiom. Formerly known as A-Kid, and Axiom might be getting a little bit too cocky now, too big for his britches, as Jacob sends him into the ropes. But Axiom is able to get out of it. He knows all too well the powerbomb was going to come. But Jacob also knew what was about to come, and he's able to dodge it and lay in some moves of his own. Jacob, look at the moonsault. A man of Jacob's stature should not be able to do that. He goes for the pin. Nathan says no, no, no. And what a tag match this has been so far. This has got to be the longest match of the night we've had. Both teams showing just how durable they are. And look at Axiom's back. You can see the welts already forming. And Axiom kicks Jacob off. Continues to lay into Jacob. And Axiom turns Jacob over. We had a little glitch in our programming there. We apologise. But now Axiom sends him into the corner. We can only imagine he's going to call Frazier. Frazier did get a little hit in, trying to wear Jacob down as much as they can at an elbow drop. If I was Axiom, I would be calling in Nathan Frazier.
That's a good tag.
That is a good tag. Thank you, ref. And now a moonsault by Nathan Frazier onto Jacob. Jacob has been doing a lot of the work for the Bloodline so far. We can clearly see why Roman wanted him to try and show Jay and Jimmy what good tag wrestling looks like. Now Axiom goes for the pin. This might be it. And it's no good. Solo is able to stop it. And a beautiful shooting star from Axiom. This could be it for Jacob. A suplex. I find it hard if Jacob is able to get up from out of this. Nathan Frazier comes in. Could we see a Phoenix splash on the top rope or another shooting star maybe? Jacob, not done yet. Tries to bring Frazier into the corner, but it's no good. Frazier now hicks up Jacob. Beautiful strength shown by Nathan Frazier. Solo not happy with it though. Tries to distract Frazier while Jacob regains some consciousness. Solo does it again, giving Jacob as much time as he can. Jacob whipped into the top right corner. Frazier tries picking him up again. Jacob turns it into a DDT. Now Jacob going onto the apron. Goes back in the ring. Goes for the headbutt. Now Solo coming in. Hoping to finish this. Able to move out of the way of a crossbody, hidden blade-esque move. Solo looking ready for the spike. Nathan Frazier says no, not yet. And another crossbody and the flip from Frazier, showing he's still got a lot of fuel left in the tank. Solo whipped into Fraxium's corner. Could see an Axiom tag. Axiom is tagged in. Look at his tag team work. A little brain buster by Nathan Frazier. And then the frog splash. Axiom goes for the pin. Jacob doesn't want it to end yet. But Axiom is doing everything he can to end this quickly. Elbow drop on the Solo. Jacob is not allowed to come back in and help Solo anymore unless Solo is able to get a tag. Axiom goes for the pin again. And Solo is able to kick out at the last second. Solo is looking worn out. You have to wonder, is the problem Jay and Jimmy or is the problem Solo? Lovely little spinning kick there. Picks Axiom up. Sends him into the corner. Tried to tag Jacob in, but Axiom said no. He wants it to be Solo. He knows how dangerous Jacob can be and doesn't want to risk it. Sends Solo into the corner. Nathan Frazier with a little punch as soon as he hit the turnbuckle. Axiom tried it again. No good. This time Solo got the better end of it. Goes for a chop across Axiom's chest. And now we could be seeing a splash by Solo. And now Solo limping over to Jacob. Was thinking about tagging in, but he saw the Axiom tag. Wanted to make sure the men were down first. Give him as much time as he needed. And Jacob just looks fierce. And now it's a 2v1. Samoa drop to Axiom. And now Jacob getting picked up by Nathan Frazier. Stops it. Knee to the chest. DDT we could be seeing. A DDT. And that is it. What an impressive feat by Jacob Fatu. In a 2v1 at the end of the match. And he is able to come out on top. It'll be interesting to see what Jimmy and Jay have to think of this. And what Roman thinks of this. And what could be next for the Bloodline. Stay tuned for our last two matches of the night. A rematch from last week. Chris Statlander versus Becky Lynch. And the main event. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. Now you could say this is the sequel to last week's match. It was a mixed match. Chris Statlander and Will Ospreay versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. Neither woman got tagged in. And now the two women will be versing each other tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Long Island, New York, Chris Statlander.
Both of these women last week didn't get tagged in. Will Ospreay and Seth Rollins hated each other so much they didn't even tag the women in. So now it will be the women versus each other. And it will be interesting in a tag match like that scenario from last week where Seth Rollins was able to capture the win with a frog splash, you have at least some confidence with someone in your corner where in a dire need you can tag them in. But now there is no one. It is just Chris. It is just Becky. The past and the future. And the man is back.
From Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch.
The man has come around to RFW and wants to leave her mark like every company she's been in. I think I mentioned this last week, but what an old ass fucking outfit. Outfit from about 2023, nearly 3 years ago now. WWE 2K, you better fucking up your shit next year. I feel like I'm saying that every fucking year with WWE 2K, and they never seem to do anything different. But a boy can have faith. A boy can have a dream. And I'm sure Becky has a dream. Not saying that she's a boy, I'm just saying that she probably has a dream. But I can imagine she wants to win this match badly. And it is the final countdown before our main event. CM Punk vs Drew McIntyre for the RFW World Heavyweight Championship. With MJF as a special guest referee. Anything can happen in that match. And I'm sure anything can happen in this match. And Becky immediately trying to end it. Gets her in an armbar. What a beautiful fucking armbar. Oh my god. Chris Statlander able to get out of it though. Oh my god. What a start to the match. When was the last time you saw Becky Lynch do something like that? I feel like it sounds like I'm insulting Becky Lynch every time I talk about her. She's like my favourite women's wrestler. Honestly. Like maybe all time. Maybe currently. But Chris Statlander is pretty high on that list as well. And a beautiful little dragon leg twist. And I need to find a better word than fucking beautiful. So I feel like I say that at every move. What is Becky doing here? A little lock. A little leg lock. Something you don't see her do a whole lot. She is truly trying to pull out all the stops to win this match. I'm sure if Chris Statlander were to win this, there would be a rematch between Will Ospreay and Chris Statlander and Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch in the future. But Chris Statlander needs to win first. And Chris Statlander trying to destroy the arm of Becky Lynch. And picks her up for a lovely little powerbomb. And Becky is able just to get out. But who's this? Seth Rollins! Coming out to ensure that Becky Lynch wins this matchup. Tried to go for the discus, no good. Chris Statlander saw it, tries to go for the suplex. A beautiful German suplex. Seth Rollins lay it out on the canvas. Not happy about it. And now Seth continuing to put work. The discus shot lands. Tries to drag Chris Statlander over to the corner, but Statlander gets out of it. Drop kick to Seth Rollins. Statlander's loving it. She wants more. She's begging for it. Becky whipped against the rope. Seth Rollins still ringside. Might come back in the match. Could see Will Ospreay come out. Chris Statlander continuing to show off her power. Now Becky in the corner. Gives the elbow to Chris Statlander. Becky maybe trying to go for a suplex. Chris Statlander picks her up. Oh, Becky able to get out of it. Reversals on reversals on reversals. Another reversal by Chris Statlander. These women can read each other like a fucking book, and look at Chris Statlander. Oh, and a roll up by Becky. Oh my god. What a sequence. Now Becky Looking to hurt the fingers. Statlander gets out of it quick. These are two women that know how to wrestle. Who said, oh, what a backbreaker? Who said women's wrestling was bad? Who said it wasn't better than the men's? Chris Statlander gets her up for the powerbomb. Becky Lynch able to get down from the powerbomb. Reversals on reversals. A clothesline by Statlander though. Becky Lynch tried one. No good. Statlander able to flip Becky over. Picks her up again. And that could be it. Goes for the pin. No good. Becky just able to kick out enough time. Looks like Seth Rollins has left ringside. It is now Chris versus Becky. Can Becky do anything with the damage that Chris Statlander had left him with? And it looks like Becky might actually have the lower hand here, as Chris Statlander has just been pouring the damage into Becky Lynch. She grabs a sledgehammer. Becky gets hit in the stomach with it. Continuously keeps getting hit. Becky Lynch tried to go for something, but Chris Statlander stopped her with a clothesline. And now Chris Statlander picks Becky up again. Becky says no! And drops her. Becky is looking good now. Sends her to the ground. Gets some leverage off the rope to drop her leg on her. And now Chris Statlander rolls outside. Becky Lynch goes outside as well. And Becky elbows to the stomach. A drop kick into the railing. Now Becky maybe looking for a count out from the ref. Grabs the sledgehammer. Wants to go back out. And put some more damage into Chris Statlander. Statlander able to roll out of it. Becky Lynch though. A lovely armbar. Oh my god. Statlander able to get out of it. But that is a beautiful effort by Becky Lynch. And another drop kick. Another elbow. Becky Lynch looks ready. Hit to the back of Statlander. And then a slam onto the ground. That is not cushioning underneath there, ladies and gentlemen. That is hard concrete. Statlander gets back in the ring. The ref is at 7. This could be another count out. This could be fucking count out city. Ref was just about to hit 9. Becky was just able to get back in. And Chris Statlander is back out. Now Becky may be waiting for the count. Goes to the top rope. Eyes Chris Statlander. Finds her target. And misses with the drop kick. Chris Statlander able to pick her up quickly though. Throw her into the steel steps. Is that guy wearing a Sonya Deville shirt? In what world are people buying? So if you have Sonya Deville merch, send me a photo and I will personally PayPal you $1,000 fucking dollars. Because there is no way someone has Sonya Deville merch. The ref is up to 5. And they're still brawling outside. Looks like Chris Statlander might be trying to get Becky back in the ring though. Doesn't want the count out. Wants a win clean. And it might not be the cleanest win she can get considering Seth Rollins came in and injured her. But Becky with a hammer fist goes for the pin. Will Chris Statlander be able to get out of it? And that is disappointing. Seth and Becky, respectively, go for winning their matches. Two dodgy scenarios, I will say, either way. I can only imagine Chris and Will want a rematch, which we may see in the future. But coming up next, the main event. We are here with the main event. A special guest referee match. Thank you, ring commentator.
WWE
Ring announcer.
Championship.
Fucking ring commentator. Here comes the special guest referee of the night, MJF.
Please welcome the special referee for this match, MJF.
A lot has happened in the world of MJF in these past couple of weeks. Had a match against Drew McIntyre. Won via count out. Drew McIntyre was not happy with that. Was able to get himself into the triple threat against Drew and CM Punk at Survivor Series. But was out of the ring when Drew pinned CM Punk. And now he feels like he's entitled to another shot. Some people agree he does. Some people say he doesn't. I agree he definitely needs a rematch. He technically has not lost the match yet. He is undefeated in RFW. Unlike Drew McIntyre and now CM Punk. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not having a good time here. I am very congested in the nose. My face is on fire. But if there's one thing that is going to be fire, it will be this match. I'm sure of it. And MJF really holds the future in his hands. Whoever wins tonight wins the title. So you've got to think MJF must have a favourite. He says he doesn't, but I won't believe it until I see it. Now here comes the former champ. Furious he lost his title in the way he did. You do not want a triple threat as your first title defense. He is not happy. The crowd loves him. They always do. It's looking like it's clobbering time. It's clobbering time. Bang! Turns around. What a god! What a man. CM Punk, one of the best wrestlers to ever live. It's amazing Drew McIntyre was able to get the pin on him. But like we mentioned before, CM Punk was getting attacked two different directions. MJF and Drew McIntyre. This time, he only has to deal with one. And that is Drew McIntyre. But we are unsure what MJF is going to do as a referee. We know how he is as a person and a human. He is a cunt. He is an arsehole. But will he remain unbiased and unmotivated in this match? This match requested by Drew McIntyre that MJF would special guest referee it. And you have to wonder why. You would think out of everyone, MJF hates Drew McIntyre the most. Maybe he's hoping that maybe MJF might have some more hatred towards Punk. But there is only one way to find out. The champ is coming out, the newly appointed champ. And here is the Scottish Warrior. Apparently that's Big Show's fist, which I did not know about. But what a fun fact. Why doesn't he just bring the sword into the ring? Like, if it was a no disqualification, just bring the sword with you. And look how good the belt looks on him. And the fire coming up beside him. Exactly how my fucking sunburn feels right now. Jeez, a fucking pyro. What about a pyro budget? Oh my god. First time he's been world champion in a long, long time. Probably since COVID. I think if I remember correctly. That was the last... No, he was champion. He was champion for about 5 minutes. Before the man across from him, CM Punk, ruined it. And then as soon as CM Punk won the world title in RFW, Drew McIntyre ruined it. He got his payback. But now, CM Punk still needs his payback. And Drew, tight hold on the belt. Doesn't feel like he's going to lose it anytime soon. But in RFW, you never know what is going to happen. Especially with a referee like MJF. And the crowd showing their love. Oh, Drew McIntyre.
Introducing the challenger. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk. And his opponent, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the WWE Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre holds it up potentially for the last time. We know what he thinks. We know what CM Punk thinks, but the question on everyone's heads is what does MJF think? And MJF asks for the belt. He could just run away with the title now. MJF not in his referee gear either. In his wrestling gear. Just in case. MJF's loving it. Feels like he's the champ. And MJF starts the matchup. CM Punk immediately coming in with a neck breaker. The pin. A fair pin by MJF. And now Drew McIntyre on top of Punk, laying in the damage. MJF not stopping it. Looks like CM Punk is doing good work, but gets kicked by Drew McIntyre. MJF is warning them, being a good referee. He's warning them again. And a clothesline by Drew McIntyre. And it looks like MJF is having a word with Drew McIntyre, and Punk takes the advantage. Not what MJF was looking for. Or maybe it was. We, again, do not know what MJF is thinking. And Drew McIntyre picks up Punk. Maybe a GDS. Punk is able to get out of it. Drops McIntyre. Now MJF is having a word with Punk. Not happy about how he was used as bait. Drew McIntyre with a swinging neck breaker though. Both wrestlers have now taken advantage of MJF as the referee. So it looks like that it is even Stevens for MJF. Clothesline, CM Punk. And now Drew grabbing the leg, is able to roll up though. Punch into Punk. And picks him up into the knee. Goes for the pin. How's MJF's pin? Waited a little long. If I was Drew McIntyre, I would not be a fan of that pin. Now MJF warning about them being on the outside. MJF is letting it go a little. Telling him to come back in, otherwise he'll start the count. 1, 2. This is a fast count. They might not be able to get back in. The referee's already at 5. This would be a draw. They're at 8. It's 9. It's a draw. Ladies and gentlemen, no one wins. No one could have seen this happen except for MJF. And now, Drew and Punk not happy with MJF. They both wanted the win. And now neither of them can. And now they are both tagging up on MJF. We need more officials out here. We need the police, the FBI, the CSI, KFC, NBC, TNT, RFW. And if these three men don't see each other in a ring anytime soon, I would be very, very surprised. MJF regretting his decision now, it looks like. Punk. Lariat off the top rope. Drew McIntyre laying into MJF. And I mean, this is... You have to feel bad for MJF a little. The broadcast is over. We're going to keep it rolling until we legally can. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching RFW this week, and please come back next week. Drew McIntyre, top rope, and that is it. The referees are coming, ladies and gentlemen. Please come back next week to see what happens with this.